Chris, it is so good to have you back.
Hey, John, I'm happy to be here.
There's something I've been wanting to say for, oh God, it's been what, 2 weeks since you've been here?
Yeah.
I
evaded death.
You did. You dodged the Reaper. I just want to say, Chris, you have the cutest ears.
Oh, thank you, John. I appreciate that.
You have the cutest ears.
I've been told that before.
You were told that last night.
Oh, I was. Yeah, you're right. That's where I was told that.
Where was he told that?
The world may never know, Pete.
No, I'll break it down for you. Everyone, it's Papa's Basement. I'm John Papa Giorgio, joined by Pete Maybe and Chris Lingbach. Show website and papasbasement.com, yada yada. So we were doing the bit, as we call it.
Yes. I love the casual mentions of the bit, like the casual references, but never fully disclosing what the bit is. Although I believe when you guys had, what was his name, Waz in studio a couple weeks ago,
Just Waz.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You guys did explain what the bit was, although you were talking over each other. So I don't
professional show,
as we do, yeah.
Right. So yes, we were doing
sort of like
the
this
bit.
Well, I mean, do you want
sort of like this? Sort of like this?
Do you
like this?
Do you like keeping the bit cryptic, like so people think maybe we're hunting our fellow man for sport, or we're eating crabs, or something in between?
No, I'm all for the cryptic.
Okay, so we're doing
allusions to the bit.
We're doing the bit, which is it's a location and drinks are served there, and I'll leave it at that.
Right, the bit.
And we walk out because Chris has had his fill for the moment, and we walk outside.
Casually disgusting.
We walk outside, and a chunky guy in a plaid shirt.
That's not. Don't call me that.
You're a chunky guy in a plaid shirt with hair, so not you. No.
Oh God, making even more brutal.
Oh,
chunky guy in a plaid shirt walks up to one Chris Lingbach, and he's with his boys. It's like him and two other guys, and he walks up, and they all seem fairly loaded. So I'm like, I think this is going to be a friendly encounter. And he walks up to Chris, and I swear to God,
first words out of his mouth,
nothing else, goes, I just want to say you have the cutest ears.
Whoa. That's a little weird.
Oh, just a little.
It was definitely
just
weird.
a little in your world.
I'm sorry. That's
we're not all.
That's a non-starter for a conversation.
It was definitely a non-starter, but it just happened to be the starter.
Jeez.
That's how he opened Chris. Like that's some.
Ew, dude, come on, chill.
That's some lay guide stuff, but
chill. I wasn't even into it, man.
Yeah. He was like, Chris isn't a 9 or 10. I don't have to neg hit him. But I don't have to knock his ego down a few pegs.
Don't be racist.
I just have to be flirty.
What happened after that?
Did he reach over and touch them?
No, he told me that I have great chest hair.
That was right.
Oh,
wow. And John and I just kind of stood there.
You were
like waiting for him to like walk away so that we could like talk about how weird that was.
You blushing, me jealous.
I wasn't blushing.
No.
Yeah, because John's got magnificent chest hair.
It's true.
There's no reason it shouldn't be acknowledged.
So we were just waiting after this guy opened me up to just talk about how weird that whole situation was.
Mm-hmm. After he opened set with Chris, and he just he immediately turns back to his boys, and I think again his first words are, so I was on a date with a girl the other day, and I'm like, whoa,
was that like an immediate cover story? That's what I was left with, like thinking after that. Like, was that
like you're not making that up?
No,
this is all accurate. Yeah. This is exactly what happened.
It'd be a weird improv bit to do this.
No, no, I thought you were just being funny. That you were like, and then the guy after he finished was like, yeah, so my girlfriend thinks.
No, walks up to Chris, compliments his ears, like leans in like he's going to suckle them, then looks at Chris's chest hair, says, and you have great chest hair. Then turns back to his boys and might as well have been like, so hetero things. Tits aren't tits great? Like it was
a clean show.
Yeah, that one's I guess in the gray. It was.
Speaking of gray, this guy was really gray.
I think you were very drunk.
I think he might have been gray.
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, a little gray sexual. I got you. I
didn't say that, John.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
You did.
he seemed like we were at a gray bar, and
Gonna take you to a gray bar.
and then this was completely like normal, and not to say that being gray is abnormal, but just that
Right, because you're gray.
Fellas,
I mean,
You're at least a little gray.
Sure.
Yeah.
I feel like all of us have parts that are just a little bit gray.
Yeah. But John is definitely at least a little gray.
Grayer than the
He's
rest.
gray in the front, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So I saw this and then was just dumbfounded that the guy turns back and you hear the word. So I was on a date with and I think we all mentally filled in, man. And then he said, woman. And that really threw me for a loop. And then like his other buddy he was with was really intoxicated and loudly talking about, I think going to, was it Puerto Rico or Costa Rica? One of those countries that defaulted and people get their hands cut off for missing shipments of stuff.
Dominican Republic?
It could be. And he was just saying like in 12 days he had banged 11 hookers and it was the best time of his life.
My friends say they had a pretty good time over there.
Well, yeah, I mean, not to spin the stereotype wheel, but anything like kind of south of us, I figure it's open season on the prostituta. Is that how they would pronounce it over there?
Yeah.
Probably not.
I think I was close, yeah.
Probably not.
Really? You don't think I could get laid with some pidgin Spanish like prostituta, dinero, prostituta?
I think that'd be fine. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Culo, and then
Oh no.
Yeah, and
then all of a sudden you get a gray
I was
prostitute.
gonna say, yeah. Then the guy from who complimented your ears hops out of the hut, like, "Hey, brother, come on! No judgments down here. You can all be gray in Mexico.
We're all gray down here."
Yeah. So
50 Shades of Gray.
I want to celebrate the life that is Chris Lingbach, from his chest hair to his ears. He survived.
Thank you.
He survived his Mexico trip that he was just really sure he was going to die on. Like really, really sure.
I was certain that I was going to die on the plane on the way to or the way back from Mexico. And I honestly, you put the odds at like 75-1 that I was dead.
Yes. Yeah.
And I wasn't certain you were being facetious because I believed that you were probably correct.
I believed that the odds of you dying were the same as, I think, was it halfway through the third quarter when the Falcons were up 28-3. I was just like, this is a lock. Literally, there's no coming back from this. He's just dead man walking.
Yeah.
Like I put on my Susan Sarandon wig. I said my piece to you.
And I agreed with you.
Yeah.
I agreed with you. But
because it was the logical thing to do.
Amazingly, against all odds,
yes.
I survived both flights. Yeah.
Somehow.
Both of them.
So
you're so strong.
Thanks, man.
I think
But I appreciate the in memoriam though.
Was that appreciated?
No, it was definitely appreciated. I remember you texted me right before my first flight and said, "Hey, is it okay if I call it this, or is that too much for your anxiety?" And I was like, well, in my head it's definitely too much for my anxiety, but I wouldn't be a cool guy if I said so. So yeah, no, it's totally cool. Label it in memoriam of Chris Lingbach.
You would be shocked how many of my friends hit me up privately and they were like, "I'm so sorry, man. Like,
yeah,
what got him?"
Not even privately. I don't even know if you saw like on the Facebook. There was a specific person that said, "Hey, John, I'm sorry that happened to you.
Sorry for your loss." That would be my friend.
They live in
Brian's
Ashburn.
Mom.
Yeah.
Well, just to let you know, guys, I'm sorry for John too. So we're all good.
My parents are. Everyone involved.
Well,
in
one of
what
your
I am.
parents.
That's true.
The other one's dead.
So basically, thank you for the clicks. That was amazing. Thank you for not dying though.
Yeah, no,
more importantly.
You're welcome.
I
persevered.
I thought that was
you really did.
It was hard. But
Chris, clean show. I thought that was a great Chris's dead photo. And if you go to the website, inpapasbasement.com, I think it's like 2 episodes ago where you just see a young Chris
Definitely
Lingbach
on the front page,
out cold on the couch. And then one of our mutual acquaintances hit me up and she was like, "It very much looks like Chris is receiving a blowjob." in this photo, and now
a dead blowjob.
yeah, she ruined it for me. Now I can't see you dead in that photo. I can only see you getting satisfied. And I'll punch up the photo right now if
Go ahead and just punch it up.
I will.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, we'll put it all.
That
over
makes
the
it sound really
radio.
cool, right? Like a wuss would be like, I'm gonna like type the keys.
I was surprised to see that photo because I didn't know what kind of crafty little methods you took to grab photos for your podcast.
Oh, I've seen that photo.
And I was very surprised to see that
that
He
like
is getting-
5-year-old profile picture as the
your
Chris
Facebook.
Lingbach is dead / getting a death blowjob.
Yeah, he's getting very satisfied.
For those at home, this
I remember
right
when
here.
I
For those at home, check out www.inpapasbasement.com.
I remember posting when I posted that profile picture like 5 years ago.
Mhm.
In fact, the comment's probably still there. Somebody like an older friend's wife commented or like texted me, one of the two, and she was like, "Are you okay?"
Oh,
And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just
that's not
posting a
hot.
profile picture."
I thought this cougar was gonna be like, I'll make you look that way.
no.
As soon as my husband flies to Mexico and dies.
No, she was worried about my mental health, I think. And
Oh,
5 years later, I understand why.
I was gonna say, yeah, Jesus. If she was worried 5 years ago, you getting like tear-stained actual snail mail from her now? Like, why didn't I step in? The signs were there.
Yeah, the profile picture.
So I speak at least for me, and I'm guessing Pete as well. Like, please tell us all about
Sure.
like your 5 days in a foreign country, man.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever heard of Montezuma's Revenge?
I have.
Well, I now have as well.
Wait a minute. You did not know that like when you go to Mexico, you like even have to like brush your teeth with bottled water and stuff like that? Like,
I didn't know it was that detail oriented, but here's what I did know.
mhm.
I did know that it existed, and I went out of my way to drink bottled water. What I didn't account for was the ice in every single mixed drink that we had for the first
Oh.
3 days. And I guess
Called
it just
it.
built up,
Mhm.
and it definitely erupted as well.
You would think that
The boozahol would kill the germs.
I mean, a little bit, but also, I mean, yeah, there's a certain level of cold temperature that kills a lot of bacteria.
I used to think that, but then I read somewhere
There really
only,
is.
only the other direction, going hot,
Heat.
kills stuff. Yeah. And then I was like, yeah, because when you think about the CDC and they're like, should we kill smallpox? It's kept in like a freeze vat. You know what I'm like? And that didn't
Yeah,
kill it. Like
it
they can
saves
just,
it.
yeah, they can just stick their finger and that's some good smallpox. You know, like it's alive and well in there. Yeah, you just have to. thaw it
That's the
out.
good as smallpox. That's exactly what you look
Yeah.
like.
That's some great smallpox.
Luigi, more basil. For the
Come
smallpox.
taste this. This is some of my best smallpox yet.
That is how it is served.
Do you want some more smallpox on your pizza ball?
Yeah, you know, you
Never
get,
tell Anthony about
you get
that.
your plate of tortellini. They give you some ground smallpox on top. You say when with the smallpox. So I guess freezing doesn't kill a ton of it, because I used to be your
I
school of
guess,
thought. Like
I guess so.
I would leave out like pizza for days and then throw it in the freezer and be like, that killed everything. I could just thaw this for a delicious treat whenever.
Turns out you were just dumb.
Yeah, exactly. Or it wasn't Mexican pizza, so I wasn't going to pay the price.
Right.
So you were poisoned with intense Mexican diarrhea.
I'm still not entirely certain whether it was the ice or whether it was the food that I had at Cirque del Soleil,
Was it a bowl of water soup?
but I'm pretty sure it was the ice.
Okay.
I just know that it was when I got off the bus with a busload full of people. You know, it's what people do with buses. They
Mhm.
put people on them. Everybody got off. I was the last off. It was a very uncomfortable 40-minute ride back from Cirque del Soleil.
Mhm.
And then, like, the
Was that
entire
your actual resort, Cirque Dello?
yeah,
Okay.
it was just another resort where people flip up in the air and
I was
stuff.
gonna say, yeah, no animals allowed. But
And my girlfriend was like poking me the entire ride back. She's like, "Are
She's
you
a gem, that
okay?"
one.
And I'm like, "Can you shut the up?
Yeah.
Like, leave me alone." Like, and I mean, dude, I get off the bus again. Last one off for a reason.
Uh-huh.
I get 7 steps, and it was just a visceral, a projectile vomit all
Really?
over the side wall of the entrance to the resort. And this
Wow.
guy came over and he was like, "Oh, you okay, buddy?" And I was like, I don't know why he was Indian, but he was in Mexico. But and it was like a whole thing. And I mean, it was like a solid 5 minutes of just complete throw up.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you feel better afterwards?
I mean, for like 10 seconds, and then it was like, okay, let's go back to the room.
But you were still in like a bad way. Like it wasn't like once you purged.
There was a release.
I've had some times where like once you purge, you're like that was it.
No, it was
the
closer-
demon's gone.
No, it was closer to stomach flu where you can throw up,
Oh,
feel
no.
immediately
Yeah.
better, but then you're like, I still feel terrible. There's like a burning.
This
going
isn't
on.
over.
Now,
Right. It's not over, and it definitely was not over. It didn't end until probably 24 hours later.
I do want to propose an alternate theory for
Okay.
why you might have been vomiting really hard. This
I do.
I know that you weren't.
I
the
realized that
biggest-
was gray.
Well, yeah. You woke up and were just like,
Yeah,
"What is
right.
in my tummy?"
All these tanned men.
I know you weren't the biggest Don and Mike guy,
This aged
so and
hair.
especially you're not going to remember this story. But one time, Mike told a tale of he was out partying in Baltimore for several hours, and then he blamed it on at the end of the night getting some slightly undercooked chicken that made his tummy hurt, and he had to barf a lot. And then a caller called in with one of their funniest calls ever, and he was like, "Yeah, Mike, I remember the time that I downed 2 bottles of Jack Daniels and then had a bad oyster."
No, it wasn't like I think you guys can both attest. I can drink my face off, and I'm
Yeah.
fine like the next day.
Every time we go to the Gray Bar,
right.
Yeah.
I see you. Yeah.
And this was a different kind of issue. This was like there's a demon inside of my body,
Uh-huh.
and it's like resting in my stomach, just waiting for me to fall asleep and then wake me up. And
How quickly did this strike? And how long were you there?
But see, this is why I think it was cumulative. And if it wasn't the steak at the Cirque du Soleil,
uh-huh.
then it was definitely the
No
ice.
animals there, by the way.
And it
so
could have
that's
been the ice at
human
the Cirque
steak,
du
right?
Soleil too.
Okay.
But it also could have been the ice at the resort that we were staying at. I don't know. I'll never have an answer. I'll never be able to truly tell you. But it
Did
was
you
probably
open
the ice
your
somewhere.
mouth in the shower?
No.
Okay.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
I picture like to shower even down there, you have to wear like Scorpion's mask from Mortal Kombat.
Dude, the showers were so
Really?
had like the double shower head.
What?
Yeah, that
Like
whole bit.
what on either side?
It's like a
porn
big
star
shower.
Okay.
No, and there's like the 2 rainfall shower heads.
I legit like I do not know what you're describing. I've never experienced it.
The
It just sounds
shower
great.
head is on the ceiling, and
Okay.
there's 2 of them, and
Wow.
they just drop down. And you
Wow.
can switch one to like a normal shower.
Uh-huh.
But who wants to do that when you can just be
Yeah.
in a rainfall
Yeah.
shower?
No, that's amazing. Okay, cool. So there is a way if you want to like scrub out your nethers, you can train it there.
Yeah, I guess you
Okay.
could train it there, John,
Well-
even though that's disgusting.
I'm sorry. I am sorry that.
Yeah, no, and
cleaning
I'm not
one's
gonna be
ass is
discussing
repugnant.
either, but like it sounds like a really awesome.
Uh-huh. Right.
You all right, buddy?
Nope, not gonna do it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like a bukkake, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
a water bukkake. All right, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of like
I
that.
wanted it to wait.
Yeah, no, it was kind of like that.
Kind
Kind of like a little shower bukkake.
You're getting it from a lot.
What an
of us.
incredibly gray show we're doing.
It's
So
great.
you did 5 days, was it? Or 6 or
5 awesome days, except for the one day. 4 awesome days and 4 great nights.
Oh, so it was legit your final day?
It was 5 and 5.
You were emptying out.
No, it was the 3rd day where
Okay.
I was like, ew, empty out. Gross,
I
John.
know.
Oh,
Really? I don't think that's
can't-
that bad.
I can't
emptying out? Like-
Yeah, that's not that bad.
That is disgusting.
He didn't say douching,
I just meant emptying his guts
which
out,
you
but
should have done.
We're
Could have been better for you.
douching.
Yeah.
Can boys do that even if they're gray?
Yeah,
It
Okay.
was
I mean, if it's coming out of the other end.
it was the perfect weather. Even when it rained, it's like you're just in a pool by the ocean
Well, like
with a swim up bar, and you're like, oh, it's raining.
well, okay.
now.
What did
Oh.
you do with your vacation? Like you land in
Literally
Mexico.
sat in a pool drinking all day, every day.
Wait, but hold on. So you just threw up though. You never like wanted to crap your pants?
No, it was everything. Yeah, it was
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So afterwards, yeah, it was everything.
fully emptying out, just so you understand what I'm saying.
Were you able to hold that in while you vomited like a demon was in your tum tum?
Yeah, there was a
Okay.
little bit of coordination going on there.
Yeah.
It was careful, delicate coordination, but there was coordination.
I'm impressed because like whenever I'm like truly violently ill and I'm holding it in from both ends, like
Just sit down and
yeah, then I'm not
pull up
holding
a
it in from
bucket.
both ends.
Well, you know what was really weird, and this is more than casually disgusting.
Sure.
Mhm.
Is a lot of the times when I was emptying out,
Uh-huh.
I noticed that what was being emptied out was green. What
Oh.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Google it.
Well, I mean,
Green?
for like a healthy person, it means they ate spinach or something.
There
No,
wasn't a
I
lot
don't
of
think it means
spinach
that at
being
all,
used.
John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Was that like celery
Like
in your Bloody
if it's
Mary?
yellow,
or-
did that mean I eat a banana?
Maybe the peel.
No.
You guys remember the episode?
No, that
the
means that my liver's not doing all right.
You guys remember the episode of the Magic School Bus where Arnold, I think his name was Arnold, he only ate like orange Cheetos, but they found out that it was actually he was turning green because they were green inside. Do you remember that?
No,
No.
I don't.
Do not remember.
Was
that.
there another episode where he was eating Cheetos all day and then he was like, "Teacher, my dick's orange now"?
I don't
No.
remember.
No, but no, I'm sure that happened.
Okay.
But there was there might have been an episode where one of the Partridge Family kids was just eating carrots, and she did start to turn a little orange.
Is this what you have to do? Do you have to watch old episodes of the Partridge Family so you can make references that are relevant? to
Yeah,
John?
yeah. So John will get them.
Yeah.
Little past my time. How about you do some My Three Sons?
But that was an actual thing. She was I guess
Edith.
bulimic or something, and yeah, she would just only eat carrots.
Well, yeah. No, wasn't one of the Partridge Family. You're talking like in real life. Like,
No, in real life,
the
yeah.
girl was a bulimic. Yeah.
Yeah,
There was okay. So in Partridge Family, I guess everyone wanted to screw the mom,
yeah. Of
and
course.
then David Cassidy was the boy everyone
Greg
wanted
took her
to
out
do.
on a date.
What's that?
Greg took her out on a date.
Greg Brady?
Oh, was it a crossover thing?
No, like in real life.
Oh, interesting.
She explains it.
I don't even know it's real anymore.
Yeah, so in Partridge, I forget who the hell. There was a girl, like the chick lead on Partridge Family, who wasn't Shirley Manson,
Female,
whatever.
John.
Yeah. So you had the mom, and she had her little pixie cut, and I guess everyone wanted to do her. She looked like Mia Farrow and Rosemary's Baby or whatever, you know. But the young one, because am I describing Brady Bunch or I don't know? There was like a young girl
so.
who was the oldest girl of the Partridge Family, and she was like you said, like a horrible anorexic or bulimic or something, and she was kind of famed for being like waif thin. And did she eventually conquer it, or did she croak? I forget. Did she pull a Karen Carpenter?
No, I think she got over it.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Yeah, that was a nice detour.
Mexico was good.
Yeah, that's good.
I enjoyed it. I'm glad to be home, alive.
Susan Day.
Susan Day.
Perfect.
Huh.
Just what I was thinking.
Oh, did she grow up to be the fat woman from America's Got Talent? The British one? No, okay. Susan Boyle.
Well, that was Susan Boyle.
yeah,
Yeah.
timely. Okay. Susan Day. All right then. Find some young Susan Day, and then Chris and I will
Yeah. On Boobpedia.
Boobpedia. I wish I had Boobpedia back when I was like 12 and I would have cared about something that innocent.
I wish I'd known about it before, like 2 months ago when you first told me about it.
Oh, did I introduce you to it?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds like something I would do.
Sounds like you listen back to your old shows.
I honestly can say I've never done that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
Do you want to talk New York, our trip to New York that Chris missed out on? Do we want to talk about
what, you guys didn't plan this out in the hour and a half that you were here before the show?
I have tons planned out.
We did. We talked about a lot, man, while you weren't here. We actually recorded some of it, but like it's only going to be exclusive to some of the listeners. So
I got here and Pete was like noticeably, visibly like mad, angry at me with his eyes. He was like, Glad you could finally show up. And I was like,
Thanks a lot, Chris.
I was like, it's 8:15. You guys said you don't record until 8:30. And he's like, that's when we record.
Yeah.
But we prepare beforehand. And I've been here for your preparation meetings.
Mhm.
And let me just say,
Guys,
Thorough.
he's full of shit.
I'm very sorry that I was late.
Full of beans.
I'm
No,
very
Lenny
sorry that I
Bruce
was
over
he's
here.
full of shit. He's full of
Late.
shitty beans.
Jesus Christ. Can you not do that? It's a clean one.
No.
Shitty beans, shitty beans, shitty beans.
I won't do
shitty
it.
Beans.
I won't do it.
So many shitty
I
beans.
won't have it.
I hate you both.
I won't have it in my
Went to Mexico
studio.
and ate some shitty beans.
I won't have it in my studio.
I will drink your blood.
You're gonna have to do so much editing, John. Especially when you get to the part about the shitty beans.
I fucking hate you both. There.
It's gonna sound so
I'll get
great
it
though
on.
when people are listening and they're like, "What are they saying?" And they have no idea that we're just talking about shitty beans.
We're just talking about beans. Beans, baby. So what if they're shitty?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if they're shitty beans.
I just love watching John's hand.
It doesn't matter if they're
It's
normal
so-
beans or
it's
shitty
so
beans.
great. He's not, and now he's not even touching.
I've seen how angry he gets when he has to edit like one thing out.
Oh yeah.
and we just said shitty beans so many shitty goddamn times.
I feel like we just totally made amends, right?
Yeah.
Like we had some beef, but like
We had some beef, but now we have some shitty beans.
no, it's some shitty beans to just substitute all of it. It's amazing.
I'm getting lightheaded from all the times that
Oh my god.
I literally almost blacked out from getting lightheaded from laughing
John
so hard
hates
about all
us.
the shitty beans. Oh my god! Wow, that was amazing. I almost blacked out.
That's pretty good.
I really did.
So
Almost blacked out talking about the shitty beans.
I hate you.
we had a lot.
Oh, go fuck yourself, John. Sorry.
Every time you say that, though, I always think of your impression
I was,
Oh, the one where I pretend that I'm a shitty bean.
of Bill Burr.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
can't do that one.
Yeah,
No, that'd be a shitty bean.
that would be just a shitty bean.
This episode, I'm sorry, dude.
Have you been
I'm so
F8ing like
sorry.
crazy, John?
I have been
It's not like you have
F8ing.
520 episodes.
Right.
So
520 shitty beans. Gary's fucking berries.
I don't know if you know this, but beans make a really good filler.
You forgot the magic word that made it funny.
Shitty beans
There
make
you
a really
go.
good filler.
You got your berries, your fucking berries, your Sherry's fucking berries.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Sorry, I do that all the time now.
What is the rest of the Sherry's berries?
I have no clue what you're even talking about and if that even happened. But the fact that you do that,
No, it's I guess you would call it a famous spot from Bill Burr that they played
Yeah.
later on O&A, I think.
Yeah.
I
I'm trying to
love it.
remember.
Yeah, he does an ad for Sherry's Berries. Sherry's Berries is one of those like weird items that
Only
figure-
pops up around the holidays.
Well, not just that. I never have. No, it's not true. It's
Mama
only
Days.
it only does radio promo. I've never seen anything other than that. And then there's certain things that only advertise on like guy talk shows. Like
Like some shitty beans.
yeah, like like
are you really marking that? I mean, I think
He
we're
has to.
done.
Yeah.
We're done,
He
man.
has
We're
to.
done.
like
yes,
Steven Singer who sells like gold-plated roses around Valentine's Day. You know, like
What
all
else
kinds-
does he sell, John? What else does he sell,
Steven's-
John?
all kinds of rings and crap. I guess.
What
it's
else,
jewelry.
John? What else does he sell, John?
Got nothing.
John, what does he sell?
But it's geared toward just
Does he sell some shitty beans?
you know what? I'm just gonna give her last week's episode and
Yes,
say it's
please.
a new episode.
No, you're not, John. We're gonna sit here and we're gonna edit this
We're
thing
gonna
together.
edit. We're gonna edit the shitty beans out of this. We have to.
We're gonna edit the shit out of this thing.
People are gonna listen to this and lose their
We're
mind.
literally gonna
I
edit
hope
the shit
they
out of
make
it. We're literally going to edit the shit out of it.
all of the shit
All right, I quit. I'm not F8
F8,
anymore.
F8 that, John.
just to see it. Just to see it.
Yeah, I want to see that shit.
T beans.
Gonna be so many beeps.
It's gonna be a lot on the replay. Yeah.
Yeah. So Bill Burr, I don't know. Like I can't always get into the Bill Burr, but I try, and I always think of when I do it, I try to think of the Sherry's Berries ad that he did, He's like, you got your Sherry's fucking berries. And that's pretty much.
That's all you need. God's sake, you don't need to do.
But
the
I don't
whole
even
story.
think that was like my good Bill Burr. I need to say it like 1,000 times in my head before I can like get into it. You guys ever do that with voices?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
really
I'm
hard.
so terrible at voices. And anyone that I can do like even mildly entertaining, I have to do like an opening sentence.
Yeah.
That has the thing I know I can say.
There's like a trigger word. Almost.
Yeah, and it's terrible.
F8.
It's terrible. Wait, what did I say?
No, he's doing it.
Oh God. He's doing that.
Yeah, he's doing a bad bit.
He's doing that.
He's
bit.
doing a really bad bit.
Yeah, I get you.
The other
So yeah, because if I'm not doing New York or Jewish, I can't say a damn thing.
Yeah, I think we all
I
live by those
need it.
rules.
I love how that's a voice to him. Jewish.
Jewish.
Yeah. No, the other thing I think of is remember that episode. It was like the Opie and Anthony traveling virus tour.
Yeah.
Where Bill Burr
What an edgy name.
was doing like stand up in Philadelphia. The crowd like turned on him.
Yes.
And he supposedly just
And
eviscerated
he's
them
like,
for 10 minutes.
He's like, you know what? You guys live in a city where you worship a fake fucking character. Why don't you go fuck yourself? 7 minutes left. And he's just like counting down like how many minutes left.
Teams suck. And all you girls got flat titties.
Yeah. He's literally like, he's like, I hope you all get fucking AIDS and go fuck yourselves and fuck your mothers. And it's just
and then everybody's like, yeah, we're gonna do that. No, because like the crowd like turns and they're like, yeah, he's doing it.
Like,
he's doing it.
If I were ISIS, I would like take a clip of that thing and I'd be like, this is America.
You were just sloppily
this is what they root for, and then they just cheering in the crowd. And
Instead
of
Philadelphia, it's Arab American.
Bunch of fat assholes in Philadelphia, just cheesesteak juice running down their fat fucking faces.
Really is the most hateable city.
Oh yeah, really.
I did.
I like that. By the way. God, hit the button. Oh, hit the button.
He's hitting the F8 for me.
I know.
I hit it. Don't worry.
I just need to get like a thing longer, and then just touch the button.
I'm gonna laugh when no, this isn't gonna happen.
When I die.
I was gonna laugh.
I knew what you were gonna say.
No,
when I die.
I'm gonna laugh when I'm
That's
gonna laugh when like John's editing for like 15 minutes after the show, and we're like, all right, well, we gotta get out of here. And then I was like, knowing
Here's
John,
the funny part.
knowing John, he would just be like, all right, I'll be right with you.
No one will notice.
Yeah, like, John, you are very lazy. I'm lazy too, so I can recognize your lazy flaw.
Recognize genius in another.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I might help with this editing.
No, I'll write down from when to when.
No. What's gonna happen is
he's
because
just gonna block out 15 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna get out and he's gonna be like, I don't know, I could just like I don't know, that was a lot of fun. It was really funny, but I'll tell you what, why don't I just
select delete?
Yeah, why don't I just delete it and say that I edited it, and I'll send that to her, and I'll just send her another show, and we'll just put the full live uncensored dick version of the show up.
I mean, if you're doing this to motivate me to
Does it happen?
edit,
Does it ever happen?
What, with John?
Do you ever get the full uncensored show up?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Well, you said, has it happened to you before?
What, have I lost my full uncensored version before?
Yeah, no, you were talking, because he said he was going to give her the censored episode, and then he was going to
well, I don't know.
I
I don't know what an episode is. But...
Yeah.
I like how you pronounce that. Rhymes with chode.
Let me chew on this for a bit. So has it happened to you before?
Do you need to drink a soda pop?
No. Has it happened to you before?
This is a really good show, guys. I'm really enjoying it.
Has it happened to you before?
I just don't know what you're saying.
You were saying he was going to lie to you.
I think he's asking, have I ever just deleted like a dirty segment you've done and then been like, voila, edited?
Oh, yeah, that's happened before. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that was a lot.
We did an episode
to get to that.
We did an episode at your house one time.
That entire episode.
Oh, well, yeah, that was my fault. That was my fault. I specifically requested not to have that.
Yeah, I cut 45 minutes after you blacked out.
Yeah.
Then I cut the 15 before you blacked out.
Yeah.
Called it a day.
That was
Oh.
fun. And then we like subtly made fun of him to his face for 5 minutes, and I actually felt really genuinely bad about it afterwards. But I was like, I don't know, it's funny. People think it's funny. And then like I don't know.
Well, yeah,
I just found out the whole episode was deleted the next day.
Well, the first like 5 minutes of Pete being incapacitated during that episode, you're like, this is great.
Mhm.
And then like after that, you're like, oh, my friend is a condition.
Well, come on, John. Don't-
Yeah, no, I know. Why is he's like, oh, well, let's always put it in like a little box.
Why don't you show a little care for your friend?
There's an addiction spectrum, guys.
No, he always does
Why
that.
don't you
He's
put
like,
it in a box.
yeah,
Exactly.
why don't we talk about it as a condition?
Yeah.
Why don't we talk about it as something that happened on a weekend? How about that?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You know what happened over the weekend, John? I ate some shitty beans.
Yeah.
All right? Go fuck yourself, okay?
Shitty beans? What is this?
We're just sitting around eating some
Shitty fucking beans.
Shitty fucking Philadelphia beans, you Philly piece of trash. You shit your mother's in
You
a
think
fucking ass.
you think your mother wants some shitty fucking beans? Is that what she wants on Mother's Day? Some
Pete,
shitty fucking beans?
I want you to know that he has accomplished what you have not in 2 years, and that's getting me to listen back to one of our episodes.
Oh, by being shitty beans. Oh, well, excuse me.
Gonna have to intently listen to every
John
word
over
now.
here just F-betting his shitty fucking ass off.
I was supposed to be clean. I was supposed to just be.
It
able
is
to-
clean.
Fuck a clean
It
show.
is clean. Why don't you go fuck yourself, okay?
Oh my god, I'm not even on the YouTube. I haven't even looked at it forever.
Who's there? Who's there?
Shitty beans. It's not a fucking shitty person.
There's no one.
No.
Oh God,
Jesus Christ.
we're crushing it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's sad.
I always love when you guys YouTube live the whole thing. There's
Uh-huh.
2 people in the
Oh, it's horrible.
fucking room.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
You forgot the F8.
We're that is true.
Yeah, no. Cut out that part.
Yeah. Cut it out for the 2 people that are watching.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
F8.
I'm just gonna pretend that we're up against the Wizards, and that's what's doing it.
Yeah, that's what it is. Hey, I gotta
That's
go to the
true.
bathroom.
Please don't do that. Oh, well, he's leaving us.
This asshole.
Just
All
going
right,
to the bathroom.
whatever. Fuck him.
that.
All right, let him go.
Also, F8 the shitty beans. Too. All the shitty beans.
All the shitty beans. Yeah, just take the.
And the door's not shut.
Just.
Thanks, Chris.
Just suggest a word.
Thanks,
Anyways,
buddy.
so went to New York this week, man.
Oh, you want to do this bit?
What the hell were we talking about? I'm talking about New York.
I got a couple bits. We can talk about the New York trip. I think alluded to that on the last episode, right? That we were going to live the comedy dream,
Mhm.
and we were going to do what so many people who are famous in the comedy world have done. Your Aziz Ansari's,
I used to live in New York.
your Amy Pohellers.
I used to live in New York.
Are you okay? You're just doing impressions of them,
But
they
all
still,
sound like the same people.
they still live in New York. Hold on, I want to hear your
My Aziz.
yeah.
Oh, I used to live in New York.
Did not know that Aziz was Andrew Dice Clay, but yeah. Donald Glover. Let's hear your Donald Glover impression. You're just supposed to say
I used to live in New York.
There you go. That was really racist that he was different from the other 2.
Mhm.
So they all went to the Upright Citizens Brigade. Amy's case, she founded it, but they all did classes at Upright Citizens Brigade, and they rose through the improv comedy ranks. And on the back of that, they were noticed by Hollywood and everyone else, and now you know them. And so
Yeah.
Pete and I were like, we are the only people to have thought of doing what they did.
Yeah. So smart.
Yeah, no one has tried to do this and capture lightning in a bottle for the 50 millionth time. They don't. Upright Citizens Brigade classes don't sell out in 3 to 5 minutes, full of people who just stink of desperation,
Yeah.
stink of the cologne that is desperation.
Which we are none of.
Yeah. So we were like, screw it. Somehow only we came up with this idea. So we're going to take classes. We're going to make a weekly pilgrimage, a 4-hour drive with 0 traffic. And believe me, there is traffic.
Mm-hmm. But to be completely honest, I'm jumping forward a little bit. We are the only people out of town.
Yeah. I mean, it's difficult to drive multiple hours into. I think he's locked out.
Yeah, fuck him.
Open the damn door.
Shitty beans, bro. Shitty beans.
Let in Mr. Shitty Beans. Oh, more
Ah.
F8s.
Shitty beans. Oh, you brought coffee?
Oh, no, he didn't.
Sorry, John. I had to piss from all that shitty coffee we drank.
Oh, God. Can you finish that like right now so I'm not in horrific trouble?
Can I have some of it?
Oh, you can't bring coffee in here.
Not so much. Not so much, no. Do you guys want to take a 30-second
get on
coffee
some of
break
this?
outside?
No, John. Let's just keep going with the shitty show.
I
You got a lot of F8.
can you maybe take that outside? It's really not cool to have it here. Yeah, all right. That needs to go outside. That's like a completely full liquid. Sorry to bring it. There's certain at a
Go.
certain point.
You talk to him.
Okay,
Yeah.
go outside and drink you guys take turns drinking your coffee then. You're open.
You can just take it. I don't really want it. It's
Okay.
shitty
yeah,
anyways.
Don't. He's now just drinking coffee with the door open and sorry. It's just funny. Normally when we're doing the show, everyone's in the studio and at the mic, and it's just funny to see a cast member chilling, sipping
Yeah,
a coffee.
it's funny for the two people that are in the room.
It's 0. Get it right. It's fun. Exactly. 2 in the room, 0 on YouTube. Are you happy you hitched your star to this wagon?
Yeah,
Gonna take you to the top.
I am.
So we were talking about our first UCB trip
Yeah.
and our first class,
Mm-hmm.
and
I
we
missed it because I was at a wedding. Sorry about that.
yeah. You
Jerk
are
move.
Yeah, I know.
you are in on this bit too. Chris has signed up for these classes because Chris is the third man in history to have thought, you know what? So many people came through UCB that are incredibly famous. Maybe if I do it, I'll get famous too. Like literally no one else on earth has had this idea, right, Chris?
Nobody. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're just really like brave innovators with this. So we're like, the hell with it. We are going to pay the $450, which is double what any improv class typically is.
Correct.
And
New
we are,
York prices.
yes, yeah, nice markup. And we are going to drive up every weekend for 4 weeks, and we are going to take the UCB classes. And I believe just at the end of your 101 class, they will hand you a card that says you are famous now.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, that's the hope. That's
Yeah,
the goal.
I mean, that's the return on
Yeah,
investment.
you get
here.
representation after the UCB 101.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, that's good. Then we'll have that in 3 weeks.
I can't wait to be. What are you going to do when you're famous?
Probably just hang out with my girlfriend, drink a couple of beers. You know,
Gross.
eat some shitty beans.
I'm glad that fame's going to allow you to do that. glad
I
that
don't know why that's so funny to me. But just knowing all the work you're gonna have to put into editing this is so great.
I'm glad you're able to climb to the top of the comedy pyramid
Yeah.
and finally enjoy some beans and your girlfriend.
Just some normal beans.
Thank you for one.
You and your girl still have beans? Or
Yeah,
do you
but
usually have beans by yourself?
No, we have beans from time to time, but they're kind of shitty.
Mhm.
Did you hear that?
Damn it.
I mean, that was as close to an audible sigh as I've ever. I mean,
I'm broken.
it was like your soul quivered.
Yeah, my soul's got a little
So clever.
shaky bottom lip. Like I fell off my bike, but I'm trying to be a big boy. Well, Pete, do you want to tell us more about UCB?
Oh,
Do you want to
boy.
fill us in?
Oh,
UC
you know,
Bean.
I think that we need to talk about UCB. And
That name is short for what again?
Upright Citizens Bean.
I thought you were gonna sneak in. Some,
Upright Shitty Bean.
There we go.
So I'm thinking we'll discuss it a little bit more, but the trip itself was kind of fun. I mean, we did another Baltimore Tunnel hold your breath challenge. We
Did you guys
came
do
up-
that? I've done that since I was a kid. I've never
Yeah.
made it to the Baltimore Tunnel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't.
You better-
remember that's for that one.
Well, you're about to get filmed this weekend, so
Yeah,
hopefully you can make it.
Keep smoking some American spirits. That'll help, buddy.
that'll-
Yeah.
yeah.
It's never hurt me.
That is
Yet,
true. You have
as
the
I say
worst
as I
lungs of
die.
all of us, and yet you
Say
do have
as
some
I lay
capacity.
dying. Well, I mean, I also
Great
exercise.
thing.
I don't know. So, I think that like the experience hanging out with everybody.
Well, can we explain that bit in detail? When you're
Yeah.
driving from DC to New York, your first kind of anything is 1 hour into the trip. you hit
Mhm.
Baltimore, and you can pass through the city because mercifully they're like, look, most people don't need the stain of this crap hole on
Well,
them.
I love that. Like you have to pay to get past Baltimore.
Yeah.
In Philadelphia, they make you pay to get into the city.
Yeah, Baltimore knows where it is.
Yeah,
Baltimore.
and this
Baltimore
is
knows
the pass-through
Baltimore.
state.
Yeah.
City. Yeah.
They're just like, look, you don't want to get your windows squeegeed and shaken down for money and possibly shot in front of a
Yeah, look, we
nosegay.
know you're not here for some shitty beans. You're just passing through.
Yeah, so you can pay $5-6, go through a tunnel, and this guy introduced me to a game that apparently also Mr. Lingbach plays, where you just hold your breath for the entirety of the tunnel. It's not a great game, but
No, it's not. I mean, it's
Look, my
it's
mom
not
taught me
wildly
that game.
inventive.
really.
Yeah. So if you want to be a shitty person about it, then
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Mhm.
My
Did she,
mom taught me about it.
Did she teach you that game over a certain dinner or something?
No,
Okay.
no, she did not.
Did she slow down during the tunnel just to see what would happen?
No, she did not.
She wasn't
Okay.
serving you beans of a certain quality?
Hey, Chris, I just want you to like
Okay.
hold your breath for a little
No.
bit. Like,
No, she didn't do any of those things.
it's not that you did anything wrong or that I'm mad at your father. I just want you to hold your breath for a little bit.
She did none of those things.
I'm just gonna go 30 miles an hour. You might have to hold it for like 5 minutes.
Wait, sorry. I was just busy watching Chris negating all premises.
No, and
Well, I don't want Chris's mother to have been like that. I just really wanted to check.
I'll tell you what we did do. We did stop and get some shitty bean burritos on the way.
There he is. There's my guy. All right, so yeah, you drive up to Baltimore. After Baltimore, it's what, 90 minutes to Philly or something? Or-
Yeah, that's when you start getting real personal with people.
yeah, by that 3-hour mark, you know everyone's fart smell.
Yeah, sometimes their feet.
Oh, Chris is
Sometimes their feet.
that is true. Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah, we'll keep it going. But it's Jesus.
Can you
What the
keep
hell,
that
dude?
shut?
No,
I don't want the hallway to hear us.
this jerk.
I don't want the audience to hear
This
us at
jerk.
this
All right. It's just funny because I could see him on the YouTube leaving.
point. Well, you marched us down this road.
Yeah.
Make
yeah.
UCB funny.
Well, see, here's
Tell
the
your
thing. Here's the
story.
thing with UCB. It was fun, and I'm not gonna shit talk it just yet. We need a couple more weeks. Sorry, the guy got into
It's
the
fine.
dirty mode. Yeah, like, oh my god, I feel so bad for saying.
Damn done broke at this point.
Yeah, right. And you know, it wasn't everything I expected it to be. Maybe I need to see a couple
Set
shows.
the scene. Paint a picture with your words.
I don't really want to do that yet until I go into at least the second
The
week. of my
dog wants
class.
back in the house.
You know what? The dog can piss itself.
The dog wants back in. He's pawing at the door.
All right, well, show your dick to the camera.
Fake that, please.
I will beep that.
Why, guys?
Sorry about that.
That's cool.
Just when you threw away my coffee, you inadvertently threw away my dip cup.
Oh,
Wait, was that what I
God.
drank?
No,
Oh,
no, but I did like that when John said you can't have that cup of coffee in here, your solution was to pour some water in it. Like,
Yeah.
as,
oh no,
as
no.
if that would somehow alleviate the situation.
It was to pour water in it so that I could chug it
Okay.
and get it out faster. Because I was like, I don't want to get it out of this room. Are you stupid? I just want to drink it fast.
No, it's the same way when there's like an oil slick and the government's like, hey, Mobil, you can't do that in the ocean. And Mobil just dumps a water bottle on top of the oil
agree.
and calls it a day.
Exactly.
It is kind of tough to chug that coffee. It's a little harsh in the back of the throat. I can tell that it's made with some shitty beans.
The beans might be.
said that loudly.
It's all right. It's all right.
Oh my god.
Did you drink from his dip cup?
No, that's
Okay.
that's the coffee cup. He thought that I threw away.
All right.
I swear to God, if you,
So Pete was
Dipped in
trying
that.
to set the scene of the
Too
trip
late
up
if I did.
I wasn't even trying to set the scene. I
Well,
mean,
you
because
mentioned
I
you-
got some bad mojo from this place.
from UCB.
Yeah,
That
a little
was a
bit,
downer.
man. But we're gonna I feel like we're gonna touch on that in the next couple.
Well, I didn't want to really get into it because Chris is not gone yet. And Chris is
True.
still, you and I, let's just say, feel we didn't exactly get our money's worth.
You both
I
felt
would
that way?
say so. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
as much as you think that I'm the negative Nancy, pardon my French, F8 of this group, I was really the poly positive. Like
Absolutely.
It's really harsh language, John.
I know.
Please
I am
watch the
just
profanities.
Sam Kinison come back from the grave here. Dude, yeah, he hated it more than me.
Yeah.
But we're not going to get into that so much here.
Yeah. Like
Because we're saving that for next
if I had to
episode with
give
you.
like a review on it, it would be the opposite of cool beans.
Now, would it be a review REVIEW or would it be like a review?
Oh, with a UE?
REVUE? Right.
Yeah.
I so assuredly wanted to say there is no other way to spell that, and then you did, and I was like, "Wow!"
Well, as long as you assuredly wanted to do it, John, that's all that matters.
with assurance.
Yeah,
I will
I can assure
assuredly.
you're
I
gonna
will.
be here
I
a
will
long time after the
assuredly
show.
give you one of those reviews next week.
Okay,
I
perfect.
guarantee you. Yeah, it will be spelled out in detail next week.
As long as you can ensure that you do that, we're all good.
Now that sounds like a weight loss drink.
I will ensure that.
Okay,
Please do.
You can bet your beans on it.
Can I put insurance behind that?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, and I agree with that.
Yes, and I agree with that.
See, worth the $450 already.
Oh,
We're
God.
practically improv.
Thank
I'm
God
not
people
gonna
don't
say-
have to pay
not gonna
$450 for this show.
Yeah, not gonna say that we didn't see
That would be
scenes
some shitty beans.
just like that at UCB though. Yes, and I agree that you did that. Yes, and I agree you saw that.
This is that point of the show.
Yes.
Every time I'm in here, I
It
feel
was
like
just god awful.
at least 3 times the wheels just completely come off the show.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like not only are they off, like we left them like 6 miles behind us on the
Yeah.
beltway.
We're just like,
I
why are
can't-
sparks coming out? Of
I
all
can't help
sides?
but feel like that happens when you're here.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's me.
Yeah,
Definitely me.
man. Yeah.
Definitely me.
We're finding our chemistry, man. It's gonna get.
I
there.
know. I love it.
I'm sorry I
gonna
can't
love
just
it.
laugh at everything.
Oh, I'm
To
Oh!
fill the void. I'm
Oh.
sorry, Pete.
sorry.
Pete Quivers over here.
I know.
Pete quivers.
Excuse
Pete
me.
soul quivers over here.
I see
Uh-oh.
the people. I know they want to laugh.
You see the 0 people watching live.
I see them.
You see all 0 of them.
Excuse me. I have to talk in the chat.
Oh, to who?
Ooh.
To who?
Ooh.
I do want to tell you one story of it. Like, I had a great customer experience last week in my day job.
This sounds like a really interesting story. Please do tell.
Actually, pretty good. And I just want you to tell me if I played it correct or not. So I'm a locksmith. I go to people's houses. A lot of times they're in a time of dire need. They're either
Sometimes their
locked
name's
up-
Ian.
That is true. Sometimes they are Ian of Baltimore. I get to the door. Some lady, I guess, was locking out someone who had lived in her place and then threatened her with violence and is like, "Hey, I have your key still. I will get back in." So
Nice.
damsel in distressing here. So I open, she opens the door, and a very, very tall, attractive woman in like booty shorts. They can only be described like really all the way up. And I'm greeted immediately.
I'm all the way up.
All the way up. And I can only tell you within seconds the smell of pot like assails my nostrils. And
Was it quafting in?
yes, it was quafting on the winds in my my schnoz. And I'm just saying, I walk in, it reeks of weed. She is wearing the shortest shorts. I look around because
My kind of girl.
yeah, you want to not Anthony Cumia's kind of girl though. That could
No.
mean so many things though. It could mean black, it could mean over 14.
Could be man.
Yeah, exactly. Could be doesn't have a penis.
Not a girl. Yeah.
Could be gray.
So I'm walking around and I immediately see a DVD copy of The Abyss. I'm like, does that do anything for either of you guys? You know,
I dig it. That's a really awesome movie.
thank you. One of James
I would love
Cameron's
to-
less appreciated works.
Yeah. Breathe liquid oxygen.
I do remember the rat doing that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you see Mary Elizabeth Anstrotonio, whatever the hell her name was. You don't know her. She was famous for a
Whatever.
time.
Yeah. Like they let
you don't.
they let
Yeah.
regulars be actors in the 80s. I remember.
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
She was famous in the Partridge Family days.
Exactly.
Like when
She had a lot of
John's
carrots.
formal
Yeah.
years.
When she was eating all those
Formative.
carrots.
When I graduated high school. Yeah, you see her bosoms in the movie. Not much there, but I recall seeing that as a kid and appreciating it.
I do not remember bosoms in there. I
Oh, no.
remember just being excited that it was a science fiction movie. And,
No, it was a weird scene because
that's how you knew I was gray.
she took in a lot of water and they were doing CPR on her. And they blued out like her chest too to show she was like,
Blued out.
hypoxia-ing. Yeah, like they made her nipples and lips blue.
Yeah.
Like it was all very corpsey looking. And I was like, I know this is weird, but I'm a kid. This is like the third pair of jugs I've ever seen.
It's okay. Yeah.
So
kind of prepped you for Avatar.
Good point. Yeah.
Couple of milk cartons on her, huh?
All right. I've had enough of you and your business, sir. So I walk in because you guys don't do this in your job, obviously, but I see a lot of houses. You got to surveil the place like really quickly to know how you have to act. Like if I see a lot of security warnings out front, I know that I'm probably dealing with a conservative person. That's just a thing that happens. If it's like a, no trespassing sign,
Yep.
I'm going to walk in and be
worried
like,
about them robbers.
Exactly. If they're worried about robbers or there's a general air of like, stay the hell out of my house.
Robbers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Robbers. When did robbers get the vote again? Okay. Nothing from Chris. All right. His eyes are smiling. He can't.
I don't know. I don't know why that reminds me of that scene in Requiem for a Dream, where he's like, "Ma, why you gonna put the lock on the door?"
Vinnie Barbarino.
Like, it's for the robbers.
Dream.
It's for the robbers. It's not you. Just give me the key.
Is that
Ma.
your New
Just
York
give me
voice
the
or your
key.
Jewish voice?
I thought when she gets
It's
banged
the
out by all
same
those
thing.
robbers.
It's giving. It's the robbers.
Keith David is my favorite robber actor. Yeah. So I walk in and I see the abyss. I smell pot. I walk into the next room. I see an 8-bit Nintendo plugged in.
Ooh.
And we're talking. It's great. Oh, you're just leaving.
Yeah. Shut up, as in stop talking on the podcast.
And I'm thinking to myself, like, do I is it weird if I like try to be kind of flirty with this customer? Like, she's my age-ish, which means a decade younger, but that's appropriate for me because I'm not very mature.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the one who already owns a house and stuff, right? She's kind of got me lapped.
Over 18, you're fine.
Thank you. When you mean over 17, 18 plus is legal, sir.
Whatever.
There you are, cowboy. And I'm like getting some vibes off her. Like we're really chatting back and forth and having a good time of it. And we had texted previously. I tell her she goes on and on about being a video game nerd and how she kicked out the loser guy who was there.
Oh,
and
wow.
Like,
So she's single.
She's kind of single and available, like in maybe a vulnerable state where she needs a man there to protect her. And all this is going through my head. And then I look on the couch.
If the punchline isn't shitty beans, I don't want to hear the end of this.
No, the punchline is just that she had like a massive Hitachi vibrator just lying out on the couch. And
I love her.
I was like,
Brand name too.
I was like, oh yeah, not one of those Amazon knockoffs that my ex would always buy and they would burn out in 3 days.
Sounds like something's on your mind.
No. What, you didn't know that Hitachi had knockoffs and they break really quickly?
Oh, that's funny. No, I always buy high end. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Vibrators you've been buying, John.
Yeah, sorry. I'm very cheap. I get the vibrators off of those Korean street vendors.
Isolate that.
Wait, so did she have the magic wand?
That thing that just looks like a little like T-ball bat, and then it has like the ball on the end of it was just sitting plugged in on the couch, and like I fell in love
like your favorite cell phone.
Yeah, I fell in love with this woman right there. Like she had Law and Order SVU on. It stinks of weed.
That's how I always get the mood going.
Yeah, there's a plugged in Nintendo.
Put on some Special Victims unit.
I have had sex with so many chicks into SVU.
Yes.
I cannot tell you how many DVD box sets of SVU have been on the shelves.
That's funny. That's a funny. I would love to know the statistic on how many people have been just sexified to SVU
Sex crimes
in the background of every variant of SVU.
Oh yeah, man. Who's that? Chris Maloney? Chris Maloney, I think, is like the biggest sex symbol on earth that doesn't really know it. Like,
Yeah.
I think any woman, like maybe 80% of the female population would just be like, Chris Maloney, hell yeah. What's his name on the show?
Oh, I don't know.
Let's
I don't
just
watch
Let's
it.
just call him Pooch.
Yeah.
That sounds like a copy name. Yeah, everyone's like, I want to do Pooch.
Hey, douche.
Yeah, but I just, it was good to know that my heart could like work again. And I was just like, wow, like I just 5 minutes before I got there, this chick was just smoking weed with her little Yorkie terror of a dog running around, maybe playing video games,
Probably
probably watching
pleasuring
SVU. Yeah, and masturbating to Law and Order.
Masturbating.
I made it sound so sexy. And on that note, we have to wrap up because it is 9:58. Let's do the outro.
Nice segue from masturbating to wrapping up.
Yeah. All right, everyone. This was In Papa's Basement. I am your host, John Papa Giorgio, joined by Pete Maybe and Chris Lingbach. You guys want to plug your little Twitter handles for all zero viewers?
Hey guys, I'm at Pete Maybe on Twitter. I'm also at PeteMaybe.com. I don't have a whole lot up there, but I will get some stuff up there. But also check out InPapa'sBasement.com. Also check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, TuneIn Radio, anywhere you could possibly think of. Please.
We're kind of up on it. Hannah's looking at us.
We're heading out. Hannah, we love you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Chris.
There.
You can reach me on Twitter at Shitty Beans. And John, I just want to know if we were going to talk next week about your girlfriend having a new boyfriend. On Facebook.
We're cutting that part out.
That one will be next
So I hope you have editing software at your house because apparently we have to leave Papa's basement.
All right, and on that happy note, till next week.
We're home free. School's out, baby.
Good show?
Nothing to talk about, nothing to critique. Great show, great guests tomorrow. You go home, have a glass of wine, whack off. I'll see you tomorrow.
That's the post-show critique?
Yeah, you're the best.
It's my time to go. I successfully burned all my bridges. Nobody loves me, and I don't love nobody.
Then he said penis.
Yeah. Then he said masturbation.
Then he said vagina. That was cool.
Had a mighty hard time, but I'm on my way. Had a mighty hard time, but I'm on my way. It's a mighty hard climb.